What's up, Facebook world? I don't normally do these lives, but was inspired to do so. There was this epiphany that, as I was brushing my teeth today, I was thinking about, and it was this saying: it takes a special person to do unspecial things. It takes a special person to do unspecial things. And as I'm brushing my teeth and I'm thinking about this more and more, I'm like, why am I saying that? What does that even mean that I'm saying that? And what it means to me is the people that I respect the most, the people that I look up to, have this uncanny ability to master the art of repeating doing the most mundane things. The most mundane things. Walking on this treadmill. Walking on a treadmill day after day, fasted. It's the most boring shit ever. Literally, in order to psych myself into doing things that I don't want to do, I will literally add little small nuances. Well, in this case, this is not a small nuance. This is my home gym. But even the green lights up top, take a look at those green lights. Matching with my green outfit, my green sneakers, my green shorts. People look at me and they're like, what's the point of that? And it really is to bust through the monotony of the boredom that I feel on a regular basis in having to do boring shit. Boring shit that's good for you. There's boring shit that's bad for you. You can sit there and watch, Jerry Springer and get no production out of it, right? You could watch a dumb TV show that's not going to be building anything for your growth. Or you could do boring things that are so good for you over time. You're not going to see results right away, but you will eventually see results. So I feel like it takes a special person to do that. It's the same reason why, and I'm telling you, fitness is such a great indicator of this. I mean, literally, I have electrolytes in every flavor. Watermelon salt, chocolate, pineapple. Again, why? It's to break the monotony of putting something in my water just to make my day a little brighter when I'm getting my ass kicked by my trainer, doing resistance training. So these are the things, because I really feel that the mastery, for me, the mastery is not even in lifting the weights when it comes to fitness. The mastery is in learning to eat tilapia at night with string beans. To me, that's the bigger flex. Lifting the weights is the fun shit. That's the shit that, I speak to guys in the gym. That is the fun stuff. It's the other 23 hours. It's not the hour in the gym that you're throwing the weight around and you're flexing and everyone's celebrating you, or when you're feeling your pump. It's the stuff when you're home alone where nobody's looking, when nobody's celebrating you. That's the stuff. It's the boring, mundane stuff. Like, you're sitting there with a plate of tilapia and string beans going, fuck my life, shoot me now. But inherently that is going to be the result driver. That is going to be the thing that separates you from the guy that can't do it. So it's kind of like a question I ask myself: how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? People say they want it, but how bad do you want it? Because eating clean, eating whole foods, eating non-processed foods, hydrating, getting enough sleep, those are the things that far exceed these weights. This is the fun shit. Doing this cardio. So it takes a special person to do unspecial things. All the people that I look up to are like, bro, this is so easy. All you got to do is eat the food, wake up, make sure you get enough sleep, hydrate. So they make it seem so basic, and it really is. And that's the part that so many people have a hard time figuring out. There's like this disconnect in communication where they're like, yeah, but how do I do that? Like, I know I can do that. Because the guys who have mastered that are like, you just do it. You just do it. And this is not just a metaphor for the gym, although I think the gym is one of the great things about the gym is it's such a great illuminator on what makes men successful and what makes men unsuccessful. You know, being able to do this, it's so black and white. It's like, did you do the cardio or not? Did you eat the tilapia or not? Did you get the 7.5 hours of sleep or not? But it is a metaphor for life. It applies to business. Did you make the follow-up calls? Did you call the people and make those offers? Did you make those requests? Did you do the thing that you didn't want to do because you were in fear of rejection, because you were in fear of what will they say if I pick up this call and actually make the request? What if they say no? What if they say they don't want to do business with me? What if they say later, maybe later, and you take it as a personal rejection, right? So whether we're talking about fitness or we're talking about business or any other realm that you want to succeed in, marriage, sometimes we inherently know as men that the only thing we need to do to solve a problem in our marriage is be willing to say, you know what, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And you don't even have to agree with your spouse. You don't even necessarily have to see eye to eye. But I am sorry for your experience. I know that I had a cause in the matter, that I played a role in your upset, in the fact that you're upset right now, and I'm sorry for that. It was never my intention. Being able to humble yourself. But we can't do that. God forbid we do that. God forbid our ego allows us to let go of our pride long enough to be able to clean up our mess. And, we could ask the question, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? Do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? It's a question I struggled with for many, many years in my marriage, right? So it takes a special person to do unspecial things. The thing itself is not that hard. It's not hard to say I'm sorry. It's not hard to walk on this treadmill. It's not hard to eat the tilapia. It's not hard to hydrate. It's not hard to sleep. But it's creating that as a habit that takes a special person. It's creating that on a repetitive basis, doing it when you don't want to do it, that requires something more, something extraordinary of you. And again, I ask the question that I ask myself to you, how bad do you want it? Like, no bullshit. Because is the things that you say you want to do in your life, is it a commitment or is it just a good idea? You know how you know? Do you do it? Do you do it? That's how you know. Plain and simple, black and white. Do you do it? Then you'll know if it's a true commitment or if you're just bullshitting yourself and it's just a good idea. It would be a good idea to get in shape in 2026. It would be a good idea to rekindle the flame with my wife and be able to have a great experience. It would be a good idea to have that 7-figure business. It would be a good idea. It would be. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. So, unfortunately, for most, when it comes to entrepreneurship, the greatest ideas in the world, you know where they exist? They're in the graveyard. The greatest ideas in entrepreneurship are in the graveyard because it's ideas that were never fulfilled, ideas that never, action was never taken, or perhaps action started, but when they met their first adversity, they quit. And the world suffered because we never got that idea, that billion-dollar idea that would have changed society, right? So the greatest ideas in the world, the greatest businesses, unfortunately, don't come to fruition. They're in the graveyard with the men that chose to give up. But not you. Not you. This is where you get to separate yourself from all of this and be the person that's willing to do the mundane thing, willing to do the scary thing, willing to do the thing that you don't want to do. Do it anyway. Do it because, and this is where I think that ultimately people that are what I call special, it takes a special person to do unspecial things. The people that I think that are the most successful in life are the people with the vision, because something in the equation has to be more important than the fear. Something in the equation has to be more important than the boredom. And that something is your vision. What do you want for your life? What do you want for your life? What is your 10-year vision? What does your life look like in 10 years? What does your life look like in 5 years? And get really specific. Like, for real, like, where are you living? How many kids do you have? Who's laying next to you? Who are you married to? You know, so having a clear vision, because ultimately you could be disciplined, you could be hardworking, but deep down it has to be divinely inspired. There has to be something that's more important in the equation than you sitting on your ass and doing more of the same. So it takes a special person to do unspecial things. That's what I got.